Shalom. All praises due to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the elders, the great millstone, and peace and blessings to the brothers teaching in truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the globe. I'm going to do a sit down because recently I was in the barber shop, and there was this guy in there. He was talking about how the sun is going to destroy the earth, which we all know in the truth that it's not true. But it's a philosophy being passed around by the devil, you know what I'm saying, that's poisoning the mind of our people, so to speak. And it talks about this video that I'm going to play briefly. I'm not going to play the whole thing because it's all skullduggery. But it talks about how the sun is going to show how it's going to destroy the earth, so to speak,
It has a particular temperature, it's a particular size, it has life on it, and oceans, and those things depend on the sun. The sun is at the root of the existence of life on the earth, and the sun will be at the root of its demise as well.
Earth's relationship with the sun will become dysfunctional when our solar mother really turns up the heat.
The sun gets hotter because it's burning hydrogen into helium. 4 hydrogen atoms become 1 helium atom. That means there are fewer particles bouncing around inside the sun. And that process basically means that the sun has to get hotter and brighter to hold itself up.
As the sun's core gets hotter, its outer parts will swell in size and turn red.
If you have a bonfire, you have all this wood there, you build it up, and at some point enough logs get burnt and the thing collapses and you get this huge burst of sparks and it gets much brighter. In a sense, it's like that because the sun is right now burning hydrogen into helium, and the helium is the ash of that, if you like. And then as the sun collapses enough, the ash relights and the helium burns into carbon. And that's when things get really hot.
At this point, the sun will expand into a red giant and incinerate most complex life on Earth.
When the sun becomes a red giant, it will grow to 30 times its size. So the surface of the sun will actually be out beyond the orbit of Mercury. The luminosity of the sun will go up by like 1,000 times. And that's going to make the Earth so hot that the outer crust, the rocks, the solid part of the Earth, will melt. The whole planet would be a glowing ball of lava.
The sun will fry the inner planets, and even though the sun will become red and cooler, the Earth.
I'm going to stop it there because, it's not true. Basically, that's the, I forget what you call it in science, a hypotenuse, you know what I'm saying, of what could happen. But, us at GMS, we're scriptural and we're faith-based, you know what I'm saying, and we go by the scriptures only,